What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Wyatt, and I'm here with my boy Marcus, and we are doing a focal point on just our members of the BS, taking time so that you get to see the people behind the opinions that we hear all the time. And Marcus is actually a part of one third of the part of the Things People Don't Say podcast, and proud father of two, going on three. So how you doing today, Marcus?
I'm doing amazing, man. Can't complain. How about yourself?
Man, I can't complain. Just making it through these days, trying to get to the end of this summer so that my son can go back to school. So I'm just tired, man. But yeah. So what we wanted to talk about first, one of the big things that I knew that was in your wheelhouse is Transformers. And say Transformers is your wheelhouse, man. Like I know we talked about Beast Wars. You and I rapped about like the Transformers series that they have on Netflix. It's like a short little series, and like I want to pick your brain because I've known stuff from the movies, but I know that there's a whole lot more lore that goes along with it. So I wanted to bring you on, man, and kind of pick your brain, and then we got new news to talk about because it just came out. They had a trailer for the other part of the Netflix series where they're going to Earth and they're going to have like, is it Optimus Primal?
Optimus Primal. Yes, yeah. It's going to be the Beast Wars guys.
Yeah, so, and then also they came out about a week or two ago saying that there's going to be like a Beast Wars movie for the most part. And and they're going to have, like you said, they're going to have like Optimus Prime, but then they're going to have Optimus Primal. And voicing Optimus Primal is Ron Perlman. So he's done stuff from being in Hellboy. He was on what was it, Pacific Rim. I really enjoyed it where he was doing that.
Yeah, I did. I liked him in that as well.
Yeah, so I mean he's been in some good stuff as well. I remember the first time I saw him he was in Beauty and the Beast. It was like a live adaptation. It was horrible.
I remember those.
Yeah,
I remember that.
He was horrible, but he's been around for a little bit, so you got some L's that you got to take in the beginning. So
you definitely do. But I remember him. I was watching something earlier, and they were showing a clip of him when he was in Blade.
I remember that too. Yeah,
and he was in the club scene where he was messing with Blade. He was shining his beam on his gun, his beam on Blade, and Blade was kind of just standing there. And then his partner, he tapped him on the chest, and realizing Blade had a beam in the gun pointed right back at him, ready to take him out. Like, and Blade was like, "Don't play with me. Don't play with me."
Yeah, because I remember, Ron Perlman was like, man, it'd be so easy just to pop him real quick and everything like that. And then, like you said, he had him just on his sights, like underneath his arm, like he had his arm, like man,
chilling, waiting for him to do something.
So let's kind of talk about where you kind of got started with Transformers.
Yeah, well, growing up, I remember the older cartoons, the original, they used to play like the reruns, and I had a couple of Transformers toys. I didn't get deep into it until like Beast Wars. That's kind of when I was like, I think I was in maybe 5th or 6th grade. That's when Beast Wars came out, and like I was deep into it. I used to go buy the toys. Like I had just about all the iterations of Optimus Primal. When he had his I didn't have a regular form, but I had like his metallic form, and then he had like another form he changed into during the show. Like I had both of those. Like I went about the toys. I tried and watched the whole series, and ever since then, like I've been into it. I watched it. They after that version of Beast Wars ended, they had another one that was like back on
Cybertron.
I think that's right. They were back on Cybertron, and that one was. I watched a little bit of it. It wasn't, like I said, it didn't have that same feel as the original, but I watched a little bit of that. But like just from that, I've been into Transformers and Beast Wars kind of heavy. And like I said, when the original movie came out, with Michael Bay, the first Transformer movie came out, like I was in the theaters just like almost the whole time. So yeah.
So did you ever get off of the Transformers train during these movies? Because like some of these movies, they kind of got a little iffy towards the end, man.
Now I'm granted I have seen all of the movies, but after like I think it's after the 3rd or 4th one, I kind of like Like, like we really gonna keep doing this, huh? Y'all just gonna keep things, keep putting them out. I'm gonna watch it, but I ain't going to the movies to watch it. I'm gonna wait till it come out on video, whatever the case may be. But like I still watched them, and now they weren't the best. I kind of like some of the stuff they were doing, like um I like what's the one the more recent ones where they
Bumblebee, or you
not
talking about
Bumblebee,
the one
the
with
one
Mark
with Mark
Wahlberg?
Wahlberg.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I kind of like those. I like kind of like the first one with Mark Wahlberg. It was okay, but like I said, they tried to do so much with them, but they like I said they were all right. They weren't like the greatest of greatest movie. But they like I said they did okay. It was just I think they was just like it was a money grab by that time. It was just putting out so they can get money. So I think it was
See,
a big box office.
I had the problem with the last one. Well, actually, the last the Mark Wahlberg ones, because then they didn't really start making sense. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so then that was the thing. But like the first one, I was really excited about. You know what I mean? I remember Loki. I remember going to the movies, and then I had to leave the movie theater after the movie was over, and I told Jeremy, sir of the 2020 podcast, I was like, bro, you got to go see this movie. Like the part that had me was when Jazz was fighting Megatron, and Jazz was like just peltering with like the little blasts and stuff. He's like, "You want a piece of
Yeah.
me? You want a piece of me?" And Megatron grabbed him. And he said, "No, I want two." And then and then pulled him apart. I was like, that's what we doing now. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
thought that was
Yeah.
really cool. And then like it had something good. What did you think about when people in the second one they were making like they had the big issue about the two like I
The
guess
cars.
yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Eh, I mean, I understand what they were trying to do with them.
Mhm.
I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't. I ain't gonna say that. I see what they were trying to do with them. I'd have toned it down a little bit more, but like I thought they were all right. I mean, it wasn't. It didn't mess up the movie for me. I still enjoyed the movie. I still enjoyed the second movie. But though, like they could have toned them down or introduced some other characters besides the twins as they called them, whatever the case may
Yeah. I mean I thought there was a so I thought there was a lot of they always had really good action. That was the part that I
be.
really liked. And then
They
like
did.
their CGI budget was on point because like you never could really complain about that part with them. It's just like just their storyline sometimes got a little crazy.
They
So
did.
out of I think there's 6 movies now. So there's a three with Shia LaBeouf, two with Mark Wahlberg, and then the one Bumblebee movie. What is your favorite?
It's probably gonna be. It's probably gonna be that very first one, man. Just and it's you can call it nostalgia. What the move, like the feeling I had sitting there watching it and hearing Peter Cullen come in with Primal's voice. I mean, not Primal, Optimus Prime's voice was like, and just seeing him transform the first. Like I'm looking, I told you in the movie that just like a kid. I was in there cheesing so hard. So I'm gonna go with the first one. Like that's probably my favorite. Well, that'll be my favorite.
Okay, which one is your least favorite?
My least favorite's probably gonna be either maybe that very last one. Not Bumblebee was the last night. Like the movie,
Yeah.
it's like it dragged. It's like it dragged on for so long. It seemed like that movie, like really, we still going. Like, yeah, I won't say that one. The last night was probably the worst one out of the group.
So I gotta ask you. So how did? Because isn't Galvatron and Megatron like Megatron is like past, and Galvatron is his like future version. Is that, or how does that work?
Galvatron is like trying to think. It's like a. It's like a. I'm trying to see. I can't remember if it's a combination but I know he is mech because they both exist at well, like I say at different times. But I think Galvatron is like a. It's like I honestly cannot remember if it's before Megatron or like after like a different version of, I think he's like a different version of Megatron, um, and or what have you. I'm trying to remember, but it's I can't remember. I can't remember, but
Yeah, yeah, man. Cause that confused me so much. Cause like the Galvatron was there in like the fourth one, and then after that they just was like, oh, we gonna go back to Megatron. I was like, y'all not gonna explain nothing. Like y'all not gonna nothing at all. It was just so that was my one part because I was wondering how he came back to be that way because we had Galvatron and I know that it was made from like the way that they explained it in the fourth one was like they use his brain patterns to do the machines and all the rest of it. But then I was just like, okay, but then how does he go back to he's not little particles no more because he was like little dust stuff that's just used to break apart.
they have always found they always find a way to bring or found a way to bring Megatron back in those movies. Like every move, just about every movie Megatron. I think it's only one movie Megatron didn't die in or whatever. But like all the other, I think all the movies Megatron died in for the most part. Like, and they brought him back the very next one in the next movie. I'm
Yeah,
trying to remember which
I
one
was
it
going
was.
through them. I was like, one, he died. Two, he didn't. He ran away. Three,
That's what.
he died because like I remember we were talking about it with Dennis and Nick, and they were asking. They're like, Megatron was like, well, what would you be without me? And he was like, we'll find out. And then took him out there, and then after that, four, I don't know whether he was alive or not. What that
With
Galvatron was.
trying, yeah. And then, like I said, then you had the well, he went in, he went in Bumblebee, but then like he came back in the was the, he was well, he was in Last Night, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He was.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was with the lady, the uh, whatever her name was, the little witch, transformer lady.
Yeah. I know what you're
So
talking about.
yeah, but that was man, that was a lot. That was a lot though. So besides Transformer, what else is in your bag? What other things are you really passionate about?
Oh man. We've talked about it on the show before. I'm always in my comics. Marvel. I love both DC and Marvel, but I lean more towards Marvel. I'm big on my gaming. I'm a avid. I play Pokemon. I'm grown man. I play Pokemon about once a week. I'm actually starting to get back into battling. It's like you think. I tell people all the time, like you want something challenging, learn how to like correctly breed your Pokemon, give them the right type of stats, traits, and all that other stuff, and then put them out there and then go into battle because that Pokemon is the only one of the only turn-based games I will religiously play, and love to play. Because yeah, I don't want anything else turn-based. I don't want to mess with. But Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
I will sit there and I do that all day. So and it's like you gotta. It's like I ain't gonna say it's the luck of the draw, but like you gotta know what to kind of think two steps ahead of your opponent, stuff like that. But it's fun, but it's challenging. But Pokemon, I'm trying to think what else, man. But it's a lot of stuff. I'm like I'm a lover of a lot of different things. A lot of different things.
Yeah, so I know one of the things was anime, and I'm
Yes,
starting to try an anime that you recommended me to, and
yes,
I only got one episode in because like I was with those kind of animes with haiku, like you have to focus on them. Like
yeah,
I'm ADD, so like if I don't have like undivided attention to it, like I feel like I miss out on stuff, or like I'll just be like, oh, I'm supposed to be at work, but I'm over here watching the third episode of that. That's not good for business. So I had to only get to watch one episode, but so far, like we recently put something out where they had ranked the top sports animes, and haiku was number one. So
yeah.
like Marcus, you've been preaching about it, and I'm taking the time. I'm gonna go ahead and watch it, uh, and see what it's about.
Man, please do. And like I said, I understand because I told you when I first I watched it on a whim. I didn't have anything else to do that day, and I was just like, "What is this?" I'm like, and I said, "It's a volleyball anime, really?" All right, I guess I watched it. I sat. It was on Netflix. Sat there, watched I think I watched like one or two episodes. I think maybe like two, and I was like, okay, this alright. I like this. I like what they're doing. Let me keep going. I told you, as it gets going and they get in the matches and things get to moving, you sitting there like, okay, all right, like.
Yep.
But I really enjoy that anime. I gotta finish it, but I really enjoy it.
Hey, man, the sports anime is like they they are really really good because of the fact that I think like even though they still definitely have that anime feel to it, but then they also teach you about so many different sports and the different techniques and why that's important and like you know what I mean. You get that feel of like when you played sports, like oh man, this person's got that curveball. I don't know how to hit this curveball. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah,
then you kind of take that journey with them, and I think that's a really cool idea and a really well thought out way because like there's different ones. Like I said, there's an anime for everybody, and even if you was a jock, I got one of my frat brothers into one that was like the King of the Diamond, which is a baseball one. And
yeah,
and
I've
so
heard of
that
that.
yeah man, it's dope just to watch that one. He didn't like it just because it was subtitled and didn't have it, but after a while, but yeah, so it's one of those things that definitely is a good kind of way to relive your journey days or your moments from there.
You do, because and especially when they get into if you watch like Kuroko no Basket or
Hmm.
Kuroko's basketball,
Yeah,
like how they had like the was the generational was
the
what is it
generation of
called?
miracles.
Yeah. So they have you have like they're not called that in haiku. They're called something else. But it's like almost each team has this one special or has this one player to be watch out for. Like you got somebody that's a great they call him a wall. He's like a
Yeah.
great blocker. Like he just like you can't get nothing past him or whatever the case may be. Or you got the one that's like I think he's an all around player. Like he can hit, he can spike. Like it's so once you like you see once you go and get into it and get into the seasons, you see different like each team has that one person or has that special person that has like like they're like a special power or
Exactly.
not really a power but like
A
a special
technique.
ability.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
they just they just really work on their skill. And then like to me, one of the things that I really like about animes now is that they're not afraid to show their passion about what they like. So like,
yeah.
when you think about like, the basketball or even like different sports shows, they're they're not too cool to be like, man, I mean, we win, we lose, we lose. No, they're like, I want to win. I want to be the best at this. Like,
Yes,
there's that passion, and I think sometimes, like, it's okay to be passionate about stuff, and even if you're not great at it, because there a lot of these people they start off and they're not great at what they do, but they have the passion and they have the desire to learn to do better. Um, so you talked about Pokemon. So do you just do the games like the handheld, or do you do like card games? Do you do any of that?
yeah. I don't do the trading card. I've never
Mhm.
been big on trading card, but I do mostly just the handheld, and I don't do like the not the mainline games. I only do the mainline games. So if it's like the one that came out on Switch about 2 years ago or whatever, Sword and Shield, Pokemon Sword and Shield, and I got couple of my homeboys. We play, and I play. I'm in a Facebook group. It's like and I battle. They have gym badges and stuff on that. Then you can battle online, like against different people.
Oh.
Uh, it's a lot. It's a
And
lot.
see, Ben has my son has the handheld one too, and
Mhm.
I got since it's his, I can't just be like, hey, I want to play it. But I got my little profile on there, and I got like two or three badges. I'm trying to get up there. You know what I'm saying? So I got to play it when he's not playing it. So
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
to share. Ain't that some stuff? But but they I heard that they got a new DS coming or Switch coming out, and
Yes.
it's gonna be real big. I think it's like 7 inches, something like that.
Yeah. So then that's game anything like a lot of gaming related stuff. I'm that's my field or my wheelhouse as well. But yeah, the Switch, it's called the OLED Switch,
Mm-hmm.
OLED, and all they basically did, like the screen is bigger, it's like 7 inches now. Um, it's got OLED, but it's still the picture quality or the resolution is still only up to 1080p. Like if you once you have it in the base and you playing on your TV, it doesn't go up to 4K. It's so the same, like your Switch that you got now, it
Mm-hmm.
has the same resolution as the new one's gonna have. But the resolution is gonna be the same now. In the new one, it's gonna have, like I said, it's gonna bigger screen, OLED, and it's gonna have more storage. But that's really the only big changes that's gonna be coming with it. But it's Nintendo, and Nintendo basically prints money. Like just
Mm-hmm.
about every it's a lot of people that's disappointed with this Switch because there was rumors going around that we were going to get like a Switch that supports 4K,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to increase the resolution, kind of go up there with the new systems or whatever, the other new systems. However, they didn't do that, so they were and the process is the same, so it's not like a big change, but more than likely it's gonna sell out because, like I said, people love
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo, and they buy Nintendo stuff like no matter what. So
Yeah, and then they haven't been so like I know everybody's wanting to have like a poke like they have Pokemon apps now, and
mhm,
for the longest they didn't. But like everybody wants like something where you can play Pokemon like and really have that whole game experience on your phone. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
Nintendo's been really, really smart. They'd be like, oh no, you got to get you got to get this good old Switch to get this experience. So
yes, yes, yeah. They I mean, I've had a Switch for a few years now, and I love it. Like I said, me and my boys, we'll get together, we'll play Smash, or we'll play Mario Kart or something. My son has a DS. He plays his Fortnite and other stuff on it. But yeah, I mostly play when I'm not playing with them. I'm pretty much, my number one thing on my Switch, the most hours I have on. And if you look at my hours on my Switch for my Pokemon, it's out the out of this world. But it's a good. I mean, it's a good investment. It's fun. The new if the new one had a little bit more stuff in it, I would be trying to get one. But like I said, it's same. Everything's the same. Bigger screen. I'm perfectly fine with what I have.
yeah, man. I'm gonna probably get one of the older ones just so that I can be able to play, not have to share with my son because he don't really share that well. So uh, I'll be over here, be like watching him play, and then what he'll want to do is he'll want to progress my game. He'll be like, Dad, I can play this part for you if you want. But like, let me be great, man. Let me be great. You're always over here trying to take my stuff. So yeah, man, it's one of those things where like I love that, and I just I just look like I like it and I get into it. I just gotta get the Switch so I can play by myself. So
Yeah, it's a fun investment, especially like if even if you do a little light gaming, like you don't, it's nothing serious. Like I said, and they have some game like that when you playing, look like I said, me and my kids, we play. Like my son has his light. We'll play stuff. I'll play stuff with him sometimes. Like here when we play Fortnite with him, I jump on the Switch. We'll sit there. And we'll go. I let him shoot me a few times in Fortnite because I don't know how to play Fortnite. Like I'll sit there and yeah. So but that and then like we'll all get together. We'll play me, him, and my youngest son. We'll play Smash. They love playing Smash. But my youngest says, Daddy, can we play Smash? Can we play Smash?
yeah,
Come on, come on.
come on, get this work.
Yeah, they don't, I don't that now. I don't give up
No,
no
gotta
wins.
gotta make them earn it, man. You can't.
You gotta earn that.
So talking about games like other than Pokemon, what we talked about Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic last night,
Yes.
and you said that was one of your best, like one of your favorite games. So I'm gonna ask you this: if you had your top 5 games No, like in all your systems and everything like that, what's it going to be?
Top 5. Okay, so no particular order. It'll be Knights of the Old Republic. You're gonna have, I would say, we're gonna go with, I think it was WWF or WCW. It was No Mercy, old
Mm-hmm.
64
Oh,
game.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, that. See,
Yeah, that would be great.
let's see, Pokemon Gold or
Yeah.
Silver, either one of those, basically the same. And you can go with Fable, which it was on Xbox. Fable 1 and 2. I love those games.
That was
I
nice.
played through them several times. But yeah.
You got one more.
If I got to put one more in there, what's something else I really enjoyed? The old you can go Star Wars again. Star Wars Rogue Squadron, old 64 game. I
Okay.
used to love that. I used to love that.
Okay. So yeah, so that's a lot. So
You got a list?
okay. So I gotta go with, I love this game. So Legend of the Dragoon. It was on a PlayStation 1 game. Yeah. So that was my like kind of first endeavor into like RPGs. And so the funny story about it was like, back then you had to have the memory sticks, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So didn't have the memory stick. And the game was 4 discs long. So
wow.
So like what I did was like I pretty much put a monopoly on the PlayStation, and I was like, can't nobody turn it off, can't nobody mess with it, like until I get this memory stick. So I had to cut grass for like a week or two, and then like right when I was getting ready to get it, like my mom went by and saw the light on and turned it off. So I had to start all over again.
Oh
through
man.
that was, I'm telling you, 20, 25, maybe 30, like that one, like that's when the games had a whole lot of stuff in it. She did that. I was heartbroken. So I also Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I'm really big into RPGs just because like when I play games, I just want to play games to be left alone. I don't want to play with nobody. Like, you know what I mean? First person shooters, y'all can, like, I'll play them. I used to play them and I used to be in them tough. But then after a while, like, life got real. So then like you was just like, listen, I just want to play a game where I ain't got to talk to nobody. I get a good story and I can sit down. So Knights of the Old Republic was another one. What one? X-Men Legends, the one where you got to like that one, the side score. Yeah,
I remember
that. And then let's see, that's another one that I used to play a lot of. The Witcher 3.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I gotta beat that, but yes.
Yeah, because I stopped playing it at first because I thought I was getting close to the end, and just found out that I was getting to like not a halfway point, but like, you know what I mean? Like they're like, hey, you're getting to almost to the end. So it's like 2/3 of the way. So it took me a while to play that one. And then let me think. I'll throw in like God of War, the most recent one, just because I just like, man, that story was dope to me, and it kept me guessing on a couple things. And then when he finally got, his old babies back, I was excited. So, but yeah, there was I just like to just chill out, man. Like a lot of times, especially since like my son likes to play games too, and I'd be like, oh damn, it's a one-player game. So
I understand that struggle. We I be playing NBA 2K and I be playing my career. My son, he be like, Dad, I want to play. I'm sorry, son, it's my career mode. I can't. It's just one player right now. Just one player. But he got his own Xbox, and then now that he be trying to play on, man. But yeah. I understand that struggle.
I'll take one back. So I got to think one of the, I don't remember which one. It was like the WWE 2K games because I love creating my own little wrestler. And
Yes.
so then I always make him like a big, like afro wearing black guy. And then he'd have like he had the Kurt Angle like stuff on, like where he
Yeah.
had like the overalls and stuff like that. But he would
Yeah.
like literally, I think he was like Keith Lee. That's exactly what my dude would
Hey,
be.
hey.
Man, that's how my dude was. He was just jumping around, flinging people, and he could do flips. Couldn't tell me nothing. So
You
it
created
was
Keith
funny.
Lee before Keith Lee. I got you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got
So,
you.
that's how it was. So, but man, there's a lot of things in your bag, man. I'm glad that like we just took that time, kind of discussed it. What other things? Talk to us about things people don't say. The podcast you got.
Yeah, things we don't say is it's basically that we discuss from local issues to national issues and relationship issues, stuff like that. Like we'll talk about um, like what was going on big like a few weeks ago, bonnets. We were
Mm-hmm.
discussing, we how you feel about women. People were, I can say they were attacking, but they were, oh, women shouldn't be wearing bonnets. Such as me, part and my view, what it said on the show was, I'm not for them. I'm not against them. I mean, if you wear them out, man, because I grew up in a with a single single parent home. So my mom was, so I can understand you got stuff going on, you got kids. A lot of times you don't have, you need to run to the store and get some. You go throw, if you got your bonnet on, you want to go, that's fine. Whatever the case may be. But it's certain places I don't think you should wear it. Like if you going to school to pick your kid up and you got to go in the school, or whatever to show you, don't embarrass your son like that. Take the bonnet off. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the main issues we talked about. We jump on some hot topics, but it, we have fun. Like literally, we get on there, and it's because we've been friends for, all of us have been friends for over 10 years, like 10 plus years. And so when we get together, it's therapy, and it's like a reunion. Like that's all we do. We sit there, talk, chop it up, discuss issues, laugh, and have fun. So if you haven't listened to an episode, man, listen to an episode. This is for anybody that hasn't listened to an episode. Things people don't say. All podcasting platforms. Check us out. You'll get a good chuckle out of us. At least a chuckle.
Yeah, what's up? Man, I've listened to a couple of them, and it's just like you can definitely tell the camaraderie there. So it's just like friends talking. Y'all just cut up together, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
Appreciate it.
like yeah. If it's like if what we do here in some ways.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Everybody has
yeah,
their opinion. Nobody's taking things seriously. You're not looking, but you're gonna talk about the things that's on your mind and maybe some other stuff that could be going on. So
definitely.
yeah, man, I really appreciate like I want to tell everybody how we kind of met in this situation. Like
Yeah,
literally, it was like I think I was asking for who wanted to talk about a certain topic, and then like and just when like the Blur Syndicate was just starting, like grand total maybe like 30 people that had the likes and everything like that. So yeah, Marcus was like, "Yeah, man, I want to talk about this, and this," and I was like, "Cool, let's go." So ever since then, like man's been on damn near every episode, comes through, gives his opinion, does a great job. He may
appreciate it,
not be
man.
here as much because he got another baby on the way. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Yes, yes. He'll be here in 2 weeks on the 23rd.
So if he didn't get let go, we didn't release him or nothing like that. He just got some other priorities. But man, like literally we met like in person. I think like 2 months ago, and
Yeah,
we just like okay, well we gonna hang out and we gonna kick it because he was actually in the Madison Huntsville area, and so and he stays but he stays around. So
yeah.
that's where it is. But I really appreciate you taking that time and being a good close friend now, man. So like we can
Hey,
talk about damn near everything.
yes, man. And I like I said, thank you just for having having this space. And this is like I said, on the other podcast, we talk about a little bit of everything, but I don't get to go into like my bag,
Your bag.
this bag. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
get to go into this like I do on here. So, and I'm thankful that you created such a amazing space for everybody to come in and share and jump into they bag about stuff they love, like from comics to anime to whatever.
Yeah, man. Like that's the goal here, man. I just want everybody to be happy, be able to say, okay, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, and have friendly conversations. Because there's been
Yes.
stuff that like some people we don't agree on. For instance, Juan thinks that Iron Man won the fight in Civil War. He did not. That is not factual. But at the end of the day, everybody likes each other. Everybody still respects each other, and it's just a good time. So it was a
Exactly.
great opportunity for everybody, especially because you couldn't do that, with COVID and everything like that, just to be able to talk about the stuff that you really enjoy. So,
Yes.
one of the one of the most people that contribute a whole lot in this situation wanted to take this time to just say we appreciate you here at the BS. Definitely wish you and your family many blessings, and
Appreciate it.
always look forward to having you around, man. So
Same here, man. Appreciate it, man. My just like I think it was the other day or something. But no, I haven't done the other day, but like after we finished, when we came up there and we ate, we met my wife and
mhm.
everything, and we was leaving. She was like, "That he is really cool. He's really nice." Yeah. And like like I'm telling like I'm about to record with y'all. She's like, "You about to record with wine?" Like, but yeah, my wife like she's a fan now.
That's
She
good,
thinks
man.
she's a
Because
good
if
you're a
not,
good friend.
man, if not, I'd be like, you'd be like, hey, man, I got some stuff come up. I can't, what I mean? So no,
Yeah.
but I told your wife that I still got her bottle of wine. So then, as soon as she's done, and she get a night to herself, she go ahead and chill that out, because she said that she hadn't
Yes.
had a drink in quite some time. So I was just not that she was looking for a drink or anything like that or feeding for it. I don't want to be on her band list, but yeah, it was just one of those times where we just talked about it, and so I told her I had something special for her. So that's something that once the baby comes, I'm gonna have like a care package of diapers and a bottle of wine for y'all.
Appreciate it.
So, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna go ahead and close it out here. Definitely, I appreciate your time, man, and your patience, and always being here, man. So working out the kinks, and definitely this is a salute to you. So just taking a moment and just having a focal point on one of our members of our BSers, and we just want to say thank you, and for all those who are listening, go ahead, make sure you smash the follow button like the Hulk, and we'll love you 3,000. But until next time, we'll holla at you. All right.
Peace.